Why do we have two eyes? Is there some law that...
Not finished! Not finished!
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery and Steinman. Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter.
Alright, so what you have to do here is grab one of the bombs that this guy throws at you and aim it at the blockade. I can't even talk right. And I would recommend after that to shoot him, because while it may look like I'm actually failing a lot here, the PS3, at least the PS3 version, has like an auto aim that makes it hit against the ledge. As you'll see here, it just hits against the ledge and it just doesn't seem to kill him. So just kind of have to get lucky there. All the splicers always drop a grenade box or something, but it never actually has anything in it, so it's kind of like hoping that it has something in it, but it never does. Just, I guess I'm optimistic because it's gonna have something in it one day.
Today I had lunch with the goddess. Steinman, she said. I'm here to free you from the tyranny of the commonplace. I'm here to show you a new kind of beauty. I asked her, what do you mean, goddess? Symmetry, dear Steinman. It's time we did something about symmetry.
Alright, so here you want to, you actually want to grab this thing. You don't want to kill it, because it's really, really helpful for fighting Steinman. But you want to deactivate it. And the reason for that is because there's a turret up ahead, and once it starts shooting at you, it's going to go and aggro and go attack it. So you definitely want to keep it off. That way you can keep both of these things alive. You want to hack the turret, and you can destroy this camera. I don't think it's super necessary, but it does help out with the small wave of bad guys that attacks you after that, the boss fight. But yeah, make sure you grab this static discharge. This shocks your enemies that attack you with melee attacks. There's a diary in this room. Don't forget to pick it up. It's on top of the one of the cabinets next to the bed. I'll grab it here in a second. Here it is.
Aphrodite is walking the halls, shimmering like a scalpel. Steinman, she calls. Steinman, I have what you're looking for. Just open your eyes, and when I see her, she cuts me into 1,000 beautiful pieces.
Okay, so here I come back to buy some more E-typos. It's not ultra necessary to have them, but there are a couple ways to go about this boss fight. For one, you can use the anti-personnel rounds you bought earlier for this machine gun, as you see me get here. It's super effective when you use those rounds against them. But the main idea is to let his own robot, actually, because this little flying robot is his. You want to let him you want to let it attack him. That way he'll aggro it, and you can just basically take shots at him while he's doing that.
That one's too fat. This one too tall. This one too symmetrical. And now, what's this, guys? An intruder. He's ugly. 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 Ugly.
Okay, so couple things. There's explodable tanks in the stage that he's in right there. There's also a large pool of water heading downstairs from where he's at right now. So if you can injure him enough, he'll actually run down there, either down there or outside, because there's a first aid station outside where the turret is, and there's also first aid station downstairs. So whichever way he runs, you want to make sure that he doesn't reach that first aid station. Otherwise, he'll heal back to full. So he just ran downstairs, and because it's full of water, you just zap the water, and he gets shocked. But that pretty much seals the deal on him, not letting him reach the first aid station down there. Otherwise, he'd go back to full HP. But that is how you make use of the anti-personal rounds. They are really, really good against unarmored targets. And he gives you some more.
You alright? It was time somebody took care of that sick bastard. Make sure you get the key off Steinman and head back to emergency access. I'm working my way to the backside of Port Neptune myself. We'll get there soon enough.
Oh, also that safe right there has 3 med kits inside, so unless you actually need them, don't really even bother hacking it. The last diary in this this area here is inside of this corpse, so you want to make sure you search the corpse he was stabbing.
40 silk and down.
The nose looks terrific, Dr. Steinman. Doctor?
You know, looking at it now, I didn't realize how much her face sags. Scalpel?
Excuse me?
Scalpel.
Doctor, she's not booked for a facelift.
Let's just come in here and...
Doctor, stop cutting. Doctor, stop cutting. Get me the chief of surgery. Get me the chief of surgery now!
Okay, so here you want to brace yourself, make sure you're not low on HP, because you're going to get attacked by a couple people. This pool of water doesn't actually electrify them. I was just testing it out, but shotgun's a really, really strong weapon. Just pretty much get up close to them and shotgun them in the stomach or in the head or something, and you'll pretty much take them out. You've also got the turret outside as well as the little robot, and hopefully it's still alive and Steinman didn't kill it. If he did, it's no big deal. But yeah, that's just a couple ways to go about just beating those guys. Oh, and always, 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 you want to make sure you save before that fight. I forgot to mention that. Before the Steinman fight, make sure you save. Because, I mean, just because I didn't get hit once doesn't mean that that he's not actually pretty difficult. If he's shooting at you, he's actually really, really difficult.
It's a little one. Here's your chance to get some Adam.
But anyways, that same fighting style that we used on Steinman applies to the big daddies when we fight one up ahead. And here you want to make sure you rescue them, because if you harvest even just one of them, then you won't get the achievement or the trophy for rescuing every little sister. I don't know if there's one achievement for the Xbox 360, but for the PS3 there's definitely one called Little Sister Savior, and it's a silver trophy. So, in order to get that one, you have to rescue all of them.
Playing you for a sap. Those things may look like wee little girls, but looks don't make it so. You need all the Adam you can get to survive.
And finally, over here is the last diary, right in front of this Gatherer's Garden. Don't forget to get it.
You pick up a new plan one or two. That's if the price ain't too dear, of course.
Not only are those little girls veritable atom factories, they're nearly indestructible. They regenerate any wounded flesh with stem versions of the dead cell. But their relationship with the implanted slugs is symbiotic.
Here I actually buy Evelink,
The host will die.
simply because you're gonna need this to complete the tonic collector anyway. But you can go for health upgrade. Once you save the next little sister, you'll be able to get enough money to come back and get anything. But pretty much, you're gonna want to at some point buy Armored Shell, Evelink, because you're gonna need those two to actually complete the tonic collector. And also the tonics that are in the level, you also need. So I'm actually gonna list them up in the description. Make sure you don't leave this level without them. Before engaging a Big Daddy, do make sure you save, because I made the mistake of not saving, and I had to redo the whole Steinman fight and everything, so it really sucks. When you have Vita Chambers turned off, you just go back to the last save point, so you definitely want to make sure you save. So here's the... yeah, you may want to save. Definitely. You definitely want to save, because this thing can go wrong really fast. Some things you can do here are you can use the armor piercing rounds for the pistol, which you should be maxed out on. They do extra damage on the Big Daddy, but in here I'm just pretty much mowing him down because I have an excess of machine gun ammo anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Making use of both turrets there. He aggroes the turret, so he'll just go and punch him. You have a clear shot to just pretty much just shoot at him as much as you can. And just shoot him a little bit more for good measure. And rescue the next one.
Thank you, mister. Thank you.
Now at this point you may want to go back, because this can be a challenging fight if you don't use a turret. Like if they were broken earlier, you may have to drag them somewhere else where there are turrets, like the downstairs area. So you may want to restock and also go back to the Gatherer's Garden, pick up all the stuff you left behind, pretty much just re-loot the area, and buy one of the upgrades here. I bought the health one simply because of the difficulty. You do take more damage, so... Here's another Big Daddy. They don't actually aggro you without a little sister, so you're okay to just walk by
Are you
them.
almost back to emergency access? Come through as soon as you get there. You got Ryan's eye now. You won't hear him coming, but he'll be there before you know it.
Anyways, this video is pretty much winding up. This is the end of the level. You want to make sure you have a total of 19 diaries collected. There will be 17 in this particular zone and 2 from the last zone from the first video that I posted up called Welcome to Rapture. If you don't have 19 diaries, then make sure, just find out which one you're missing and then click on the little timestamp and go to the area that you're missing.
Security alert deactivated. Thank you for your patience.
I don't know how you managed it, but you did. Come through to Port Neptune now. I'm looking forward to shaking your hand.